I did my hair. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about today, but I just wanted to tell you that. Voila. You got a hot, ready muffin. What's good, YouTube? I'm a little stuffy. My allergies are kicking my butt. I do apologize, but I am so excited to be back here again for another hashtag Fitness Friday. Hi guys, so sorry to interrupt your regular scheduled programming. I wanted to show you this little mug muffin that I have been making. One of our coaches, she makes waffles and pancakes with her Formula One instead of just drinking it as a shake. You can do that. She's looking to gain weight, so I believe that she has a shake on top of that. But she adds a lot of toppings and stuff like that, so really good. Check her out if you're looking to gain weight. Her name is Aura L. Okrin on Facebook. If you are my friend or you add me on any of my handles below, then you can find, I tag her in a lot of stuff all the time. We're like this. So, you'll find her on my page if you've gone to my page. A lot of people ask me, do I get sick of having 2 shakes a day? Honestly, don't. It's like having a milkshake. But I add things into my shake sometimes to change the flavor. Usually in the morning I'll have a smoothie, so I'll add fruit and maybe some kale or spinach. I have this amazing green powder that I usually add to my green smoothies. So, and then maybe in the afternoon, I might add something like my Flavor God Buttery Cinnamon Roll. Usually I get a mild flavor of shake, so I can change it a little bit, like vanilla or something like that. Right now I have pralines and cream. And this just has kind of nutty taste, but, it can be added to a lot of different things. If you are a person that craves a lot of sweets, these are some options that can kind of help you without putting too much of a dent into your fitness goals. So, but I like to make mine in the morning, and I like to make it more of like a breakfast muffin. So that's the ingredients that I'm going to go with. But if you want, some other, if you want to do like peanut butter and chocolate or something like that, then, I definitely show you how you can contour that. But I wanted to show you guys how I prepare the mug cake. So I'm going to do it in my NutriBullet. And it just helps to make sure that the consistency is nice and smooth. 1/4 cup. Califia Farms, they make a lot of different kinds of like almond milks and stuff like that. But this is so good. I get it at Aldi, and you can really taste that toasted coconut flavor. It's so good. So I'm gonna use 1/4 cup of that, and then 1 egg. So if you don't have a blender, then I would suggest whisking your egg and your milk together first, just so you're making sure you get a nice consistency, and then add in the powder slowly. I went to culinary school. I know better, but sometimes I'm just hard-headed. But, I put everything in one bowl, and I didn't mix it good. And then, I had little pieces of egg in my little mug cake. But, so I'm taking my pralines and cream. 2 scoops of this. Now, normally, if you're having a shake, you would have PDM and your healthy milkshake together. But since we have all these other added ingredients, especially the egg, you don't really need that. So you're just going to do 2 scoops of the healthy milkshake. And then I'm going to add my buttery cinnamon roll. And I'm just going to eyeball this. And the thing I like about these Flavor God seasonings and toppings is that these are 0 fat and 0 calories, less than 1 carb. And I'm going to add a little bit of almond flour just to give the mug cake a little bit of texture. got enough texture to it. Okay, that's good. The buttery cinnamon roll kind of gives it a nice flavor, but I'm also sometimes I add my active fiber complex. It's in an apple flavor, so it kind of makes it taste like an apple muffin or apple streusel muffin or whatever. But sometimes I have this with my shake as well, and it tastes like an apple pie milkshake. It's so good. So you can definitely customize this. This is your base, just milk, egg, your protein powder, and maybe a little bit of almond flour, coconut flour, just a little bit of something to give it a little bit of substance. You're going to add your batter. And today, I'm going to add some almonds, pecans, cranberries, and then I'm going to put this in the microwave for 2 minutes. While I wait, I'm going to make my tea. You can see that. Also, one thing you can do is add a little bit of peanut butter to this. So you can take and poke a hole in it. Put the peanut butter in the middle. Not too much. About this much is good. Plate. Voila! You've got a hot, ready muffin. And the peanut butter that you put inside. Kind of oozes out. So if you were to make this into a chocolate mug cake, you could put chocolate in the middle. Preferably Hershey's sugar-free chocolate syrup I would use. Or you could put the peanut butter inside and then drizzle chocolate over, chocolate chips. If you're making this for a dessert, it's just a cool way to incorporate this. So yeah. This is my breakfast. This will keep me full for hours, because it is my healthy milkshake, with some added protein, you know, so. Also, depending on what you're going for, you know, you might want to add sweetener or vanilla extract. I usually add a little bit of maple extract since I do a breakfast one. I did not show that. But if you want to add sweetener, if you're doing like the dessert one, maybe like a teaspoon of sweetener would do you good, or a little splash of vanilla extract, or both. But since I have the peanut butter in the middle and then the dried cranberries, I didn't feel like I needed any sweetener or anything. And then your healthy milkshake does have a, you know, sweet taste to it. So, yeah, try the recipe. Let me know what you think. If you're not a client and you need some healthy milkshake so you can make this delicioso muffin, then DM me at any of my handles below and we can get you started so you can have access to delicious recipes like these. I always share recipes that I get for my healthy milkshake or anything like that in the group chat of my clients. So, definitely get on the train so you can see what this is all about. We're having fun while accomplishing all of our wellness and fitness goals. All right, back to your regular scheduled programming. I want to thank you for coming back. If you're back, if you're new, I am Southern Belle from the city. You are watching #Fitness Friday. Now we are in our pre-registration period of our 30-day commencement, which will start on July 1st. But if you pre-register, which is you can do so by buying a qualifying program, then you will get a extra gift with your purchase. And and that just locks you into place, and then you'll be ready to start on July 1st. But before you do that, you want to start with a 3-day trial. So ask me on any one of my handles that I always leave in my description box below how you can get started with a 3-day trial, and that just gives you a chance to see what everything's about, see what you have to offer. Before I forget, I am going to be doing a live yoga session on Saturdays, but I'll be doing it on Facebook Live. So you actually will have to go and follow me on my Facebook. The link will be in my description box below. If you want to join my yoga flow, I'm going to keep up and keep a lookout for that. I've been making some progress with my yoga, and I'm finally ready to share with you guys, and also just hold myself accountable so that I can continue to make that progress. So it's going to be a fun time. This will now be a weekend of me, work out on Friday, let's stretch on Saturday, and let's have some motivational talks and good times on Sunday. And you'll be ready for another powerful week. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get into this. I will show you the workout flyer. We'll get into the warm-up, and we will go like that. Alright, hello guys, welcome back to another Hashtag Fitness Friday. We are doing sumo squat taps as you saw on the flyer. Sumo squat just means that your legs are going to be more than hip width apart, but still not bending the knee over the toe. And we're just going to have one arm behind our head and alternating each arm to tap down. Keep your chest up as you bend down, don't bend over. Next, we're just doing our bear crawls. Walk your arms out and crawl with your legs, keeping your knees bent. If you have a long hallway, you can continue to go down the long hallway, but if you're small space like mine, just go backwards and forwards. As always, I will put your timer on the screen, and then you can follow along. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. This is just waking up your body, getting your muscles ready to move, getting those glutes and legs working, while also incorporating the arms, and the bending over causes your abdomen to get into gear. So this is just a great warm-up workout just to get your whole body warmed up and your muscles awakened and ready to move. If you have Herbalife pre-workout, then you should have already taken it, and you should start feeling it waking up in your body. So next I'm going to set the timer for our bear crawls. And when you're doing these, try to keep a nice flat back and don't allow your butt to kind of go up in the air. Just kind of crawl back and forth. This is really waking up your abdomen area, your legs, your arms. This is another full body movement to really make sure your body's nice and ready to work. Push out these last couple seconds, and now your body gets tired, but you can do it. Alright, on to our movements. The first one is the good morning pose. We are bending over and coming straight up. So you want to stand hip width apart. Place your fingertips behind your ears. Keep a flat back, lowering your torso until it's nearly parallel to the floor. So this is just another angle to show you that I'm sending my hips backwards and keeping a flat back as I bend over, and I have a little bit of bend in my knees. Again, I'm showing you to send those hips backwards. You can really see that movement as I slow it down, and keeping the weight on your heels. You want to really engage our core here, while also you can feel this in your hamstrings. This movement is called a kneeling wood chipper. We've done a regular wood chipper before, however we weren't kneeling, we were standing. So the only difference is this, you're going to be in like a lunge position, but this is more of like a deep lunge where you're sending those hips forward. So the knee is able to go over the toe because we're stabilized on both of our knees at this point. Start at our outer thigh with our outer arm kept straight, the other arm bent, and we're going to start at that and move in a diagonal direction upward. So we're going to drive up at an angle. You want to keep your core nice and engaged your back nice and upright. And I'm showing you the other side. So you're starting at that outer thigh position and going at a diagonal angle upwards to the other side. And here I'm just going to show you that you can also again use these cable ties, these ropes, to engage the same muscles with the same movements. This next movement is just a simple leg lift, but I want you to pay attention to my form and how I'm maneuvering my leg. So we're not going all the way up like a donkey kick, and we're not coming back down in. So we're just simply keeping that leg straight and then going up slightly and coming back down, almost like a pulse, but we're going very slowly. I want you to pay attention to how flat my back is in this tabletop position. Nice flat back. Keep your core nice and tight. Keep those glutes squeezed as that leg goes up and down, just ever so slightly up and back down. We're not going to bring the leg back in at all. We're not going to bring it up further than it needs to be. We're keeping that muscle engaged the entire time and really flexing that particular muscle. This next movement is called side bends, heels touches, whatever you want to call them. We're going to lay flat on our back and try to get our fingertips to touch our feet, our heels as close as possible. We're not leaning up so that we're straining our neck. Try to keep your neck and your head stabilized and just using the side core oblique muscles to pull you from either side. Our last movement is our tricep dips and bridges. You want to keep your elbows at your sides, and we're going to do a regular tricep dip. We've done these before, but then we're going to turn and push our butt up to a bridge. See that straight line that I make when I make that bridge? Your back is flat, your butt is up in the air to go parallel as possible with the rest of your body, and then we're coming back down and back into a tricep dip. A regular tricep dip we could do with straight legs if you want to challenge yourself, or if you feel like the bridge is too much, you can just do 10 of those tricep dips. And here I'm showing you, if your arms are short like mine, you can use books or something to give you a little bit more height so that you can get a nice resistance in your muscles when you're coming down into that tricep dip. As always, I'm going to give you guys a full workout set, showing you the workouts in their entirety. You can do them with me and then repeat for 2 to 3 more sets after this.